people treat ETFs and mutual funds as if they're basically interchangeable. Same idea, different wrapper, taxable accounts, that all matters though. My take, most investors have investments outside of their retirement accounts, which means that they're like taxable accounts. And that's where ETFs really shine, is they have a tax advantage, a structural tax advantage. Hi, I'm Scott Hamilton, certified financial planner. We are fee only and fiduciaries. We have offices in Austin and Houston, and we help people plan for retirement. So today let's talk a little bit about the facts associated with ETFs and mutual funds. And basically, they're very similar, right? They're investment vehicles. They're containers. Think of them as, and you can have the exact same underlying holdings, and you can have one in a mutual fund and one in an ETF. So mutual funds gained popularity in the 60s. I mean, it was a staple, so for the last couple of decades, mutual fund was the end-all be-all of investing. And then in 2010, ETFs gained in popularity. They were invented a little bit before then, but they gained in popularity, and they've been just dominating the investment scene since, for some good reasons. They're lower cost, traditionally. The ETF wrapper is lower cost, but the big thing is there's a structural tax advantage, meaning there are lower taxes. And so in theory, the Fidelity, if you will, grew up doing active investing using mutual funds. And Vanguard, in theory, kind of grew up doing, similar, but then they converted to ETFs also a lot. So they'll have similar funds, mutual funds and ETFs. ETFs trade like stocks, lower cost, and trade commission free. Whereas at Schwab, a lot of times a mutual fund will have a fee to buy or sell. The ETF will trade for free. So as a result of that, I guess in practice, this is how we actually work. So we converted all the qualified accounts from mutual funds to ETFs a couple of years ago. So, but for taxable accounts, if you sell a mutual fund that has capital gains in a taxable account, you could end up with embedded capital gains. So we sold them in the qualified accounts, the IRAs and the Roth IRAs, and those are all now ETFs. And we sold a lot of the taxable accounts, but if there was a capital gains, we had to do an analysis on each one, and we're slowly converting those to ETFs. New cash goes to ETF pretty much automatically. Now, if there's legacy positions in the mutual funds, then we'll either keep them or slowly sell it down over time. So the tax advantage is the real key, the ticker there. ETFs, they're both great tools, mutual funds and ETFs. It's just the ETFs is more tax efficient and lower cost because there's no trading fees with it through Schwab anyway. So if you'd like to learn more about mutual funds or ETFs or the different wrappers or the pros and cons, feel free just to visit our website, hamiltonfinancialplanning.com, and schedule us a Get Acquainted meeting. I'd love to spend some time to chat with you about any questions that you might have about ETFs, taxability, or retirement planning. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Appreciate it.